everybody. Good morning. I'm Anne Marie, and we're here for a little morning flow. Little all levels, fairly gentle. We'll start to move around a little bit. If you have a block or a prop or a beach towel, works great for sitting on. If you want to grab one of those, and also, yeah, this is just a dish towel. So instead of a strap, we might utilize the dish towel or something similar that you might have at home. I know Jacqueline was using a man's necktie, something like that would be handy too. Waiting to see if anybody's going to join in this morning. It's 9:15. Hey, Judah! I miss you. Hopefully we'll have a few more people. We'll give it another minute or so, and then we'll get started. But maybe grab something to sit up on, prop your hips up if you like, and maybe either a strap or a towel or a tie. You have something like that. And we'll get moving in just a few minutes. In just a minute. It's strange doing this from home, but it still does me a lot of good. Hope it does you too. Hope everybody's taking care and being safe, staying put. This is my second bedroom, and the light is kind of bright behind me, but it was the best I could do with the camera angle. And I wish I could have those curtains open because there's a whole row of beautiful orchids right behind them, but it was really bright if I left the curtains open. I guess we'll go ahead and get started. It's 9:16 now, 9:17, so hopefully some more people will be joining us soon, or either tuning in to watch later. So here we go. We're going to just start seated. So a comfortable seated position. If you want to sit up on a prop, a blanket, a towel, a block if you have it, just start to settle in and settle down and just land here on your mat, in your space, and whatever space that is. Right? We're all home, tucked away, staying safe and riding out this very strange storm that's happening in our world right now. So close the eyes. Notice the breath. And just start to tune in to yourself. So I've heard and read some things about the breath lately, and one of the things I read recently was that there's research that shows that yoga and the conscious breathing, the controlled breathing that we do when we practice yoga, can actually be beneficial for our brain health. And so it might help us keep our brain healthy, our neurons firing, and maybe even help us live longer. So let's just notice our breath for a moment. Maybe place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. And tune in with yourself. And see how that precious breath is feeling this morning. And we'll start with 3 big awakening breaths. So when you're ready, nice big breath in through the nose. Inhale. Inhale a little more. Hold, and then open your mouth inside out. Just let it go. And don't worry about what you sound like or look like, because nobody knows except for you. Let's do that again 2 more times. Big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time, just like that. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, as we practice for the next 35 or 40 minutes or so, just being conscious of your breathing, noticing it, the breath coming in through your nose and out through your nose from this point on. And making every attempt to control the length of the inhalation and match the length of the exhalation. So you have this nice, smooth, even, controlled, sweet, precious breath coming in and out. And then before we start to move at all, taking a moment to find some gratitude in this crazy, crazy time. There's always something to be grateful for. And the words silver lining have come to me almost daily in my minimal contact with people and social media and what I've been reading. So maybe today your gratitude is a silver lining somewhere in all this chaos. And then when you're ready, we'll reach the arms out to the side. Inhale as you reach up, look up, get nice and tall here. Exhale, push the arms away, nice and slow and controlled with your breath. 3 more times, just like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push down. Go again. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time. Breathe in. And exhale. Good. Once your palms come towards the floor, we're going to lean towards the right here. So let the right palm press into the floor as the left arm reaches high into the sky and maybe even overhead. Maybe you're looking under the left armpit, or if it's okay with your neck, turning up and looking up towards the ceiling, opening into the right side body here, stretching the arm long and far and breathing for 3, 2, and 1. With your next breath in, bring it all upright, and we go to the other side. Left palm plants, and then the right palm reaches far overhead and away. You can bend into the left elbow and sink down till it feels like there's a big stretch happening in the right side body. Looking up, gazing up if it's comfortable, really reaching that right arm away and breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach all the way up. Let's go back and forth with our breath a few times here. Exhaling to the right. Inhale as you come through center, and exhaling to the left. 2 more times each side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale once again, come up through center. Reach, reach, reach. And take a look at your legs and notice which one is on top or in the front, and then just switch the position, and we're going to fold forward here. So come into your forward fold, seated forward fold. Reach the fingertips away from the body, stretching out the spine and breathing into the back body here. You can even curl your chin in towards your chest, opening into the back of the neck here. And breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Walk the fingertips in towards the body. As you do, inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Get nice and long here. And then exhale, fold forward. This time, walk the fingertips over towards the left side. Maybe the right hand comes to rest on top of the left palm as your nose reaches towards your knee. Your right hip stays heavily towards the floor here, and you're breathing into the opening in this right side body. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as you walk the fingertips back through center and over towards the right. Opening into the left side, keeping the left hip heavy. Breathing here. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as you walk back through center. Come all the way upright. Reach the arms up overhead. Get nice and tall. And then with an exhale, just return the palms to heart center. Go ahead and grab, if you have a strap or a towel, open into the chest a little bit here and the shoulders to maybe release a little tension. So we'll take the towel or the strap or whatever prop you have into the right hand and then bend the right elbow. We want to keep this elbow reaching straight up towards the sky here. And then I'm going to turn around a little bit so you can see what's happening. The left arm is going to come out to the side with the thumb facing down and then reach across and grab a hold of that towel or strap or necktie or whatever you have. The closer you can cinch your hands together here, the more intense the stretch is going to be, opening through the chest and through the shoulders. But remembering to keep that right elbow pointing straight up towards the sky. And then if you check in, if you notice you're kind of rounded over here, get nice and tall, open up, reach back, maybe even shine your heart up towards the sky just so slightly. And breathe. If after a breath or two you feel like you could maybe get those hands a little closer together, you could try scooching them down the prop and moving the hands closer towards each other, but remembering to keep that right elbow pointing way up high and remembering to breathe. One more nice big breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to just slowly release. So just let go and slowly unwind those arms and then give them a little shake. We'll switch sides here. So taking the prop into the left arm, reaching that left arm high into the sky, bending the elbow. So now we're going to keep this elbow pointing way up high towards the sky. Bring the right arm out to the side with the thumb down, and then bend and bring it back. Grab a hold to wherever, whatever you can grab a hold to. Remember the left elbow stays nice and high. Open through the chest here. Shine your heart upward and breathe. When I'm in this pose, I notice that I can take some especially big breaths here because my chest is wide open. Breathe in the goodness. Breathe out the peace. One more big breath here. And then slowly unwind and release. And just let that prop fall to the side. We're going to go ahead and come to all fours here. A little bit of cat-cow and some stretching, opening up and stretching the spine here in our all fours position. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and starting with a nice neutral spine. And then we're going to take a big inhale, and as you do, lower your belly and lift your head up towards the sky for cow. With your exhale, curl your back up towards the sky, lower your chin down in towards your chest for cow. And then go at a few rounds here at your pace. This is a great way to wake up the spine, especially if you're just getting going this morning. Inhaling for cow. And exhaling for cat. We'll do 2 more rounds here or so at your pace. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And then when you're ready, come to a neutral spine. Curl into the left toes, push the left heel away from the body, stretch into the back calf, the left calf here, and then lift that leg just up as high as your hip with your pinky toe pointing down. And when you're ready, if you like, extend the right arm with the thumb reaching up like you're socially distancing your handshake. Keep your spine nice and long. The crown of the head reaches away from the body. The heel is reaching away from the body. And we're lengthening and strengthening and engaging the core here and breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Lower and switch. Curl into the right toes. Stretch the right heel away. And then lift, keeping the right pinky toe pointing down towards the floor. Get nice and steady. And you can stay right here, reaching that crown away, reaching that heel away, or you can add your handshake. Extend the left arm. Really reach, really think about lengthening the spine. Feel your core being engaged here. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Same thing on either side, each side. One more time. Curl into the left toes, push the left heel, lift the left leg, and then extend the right arm. So you can stay right here, reaching, stretching, and engaging your core, or to add a little more, bend your left knee, and then reach back and grab a hold. Your foot, your ankle, the pants leg. As you do, you can push the foot or leg away and open into this right shoulder a little bit. You could even turn and look up over the right shoulder if you like. Feel your core being engaged here. If this isn't working for you, just come right back to this extension, or you can always lower that hand as well. We're going to breathe here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you are, give it one more reach, 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 reach. Lower and switch. Curling into the right toes, pushing the right heel away. Lift the right leg. Keep the right pinky toe pointing downward. This helps keep the hips level. And then stay here or extend the left arm. And then stay here or bend the knee and reach back. Use the leverage of your leg to push into your left arm, open into the left shoulder, maybe even turn your head to gaze over the left shoulder. If you're a little wobbly, that's okay. If you fall, that's okay. You're in the privacy of your own home. And breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as you lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale to lower and come back into a child's pose, either with the knees together or with the knees apart, making a little space here for your body to nestle right down in. Keep your fingertips reaching away from the body here. This is another good time for your prop, your towel, or your blanket, or your pillow. If your forehead doesn't rest comfortably on the floor here, you could always use a pillow right here, or a blanket. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. With your next inhale, we're going to roll up to all fours. Curl your toes and lift your hips. Come into a downward facing dog with an exhale. Let's pause here in the downward dog and get started. Right, so bend one knee and then the other. You can bend one knee and push the opposite heel down towards the floor. Nice stretch there in the back of the leg, and then switch sides. And then you can take it back and forth a few times. You could come up onto your tiptoes or to the balls of the feet, reach the heels up high, and then lower them down. Let's try that again. Breathe in, come onto the balls of your feet, reach up, and then lower. And then one more time. Inhale, lift those heels. and then lower. Good, so let's be still in our downward dog just for a few breaths here. Feeling the palms pressing down, feeling the heels reaching toward the floor, feeling the chest reaching back toward the thighs, and your gaze might be back there between your two big toes. And we're breathing for 3, 2, and 1. With an inhale, we're going to lower the knees and come right back to fours. With an exhale, roll it right back to child's pose. We're going to put those together into a little flow here to get us going this morning. Inhale as you come to all fours. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, all fours. And exhale, child's pose. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, all fours. And exhale, child. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just pause here in your child's pose just for a breath or so. You could bring the arms alongside your body this time if you like. It's a little different feeling into the shoulders if it feels okay. So your fingertips and your toes are all kind of lined up together facing the same way. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll up through all fours. We're going to come through downward facing dog. And then we're going to tiptoe, look forward to the top of the mat between your 2 thumbs and tiptoe your feet up there. Pause right there in your forward fold. So here we are, ideally at the top of your mat, in your forward fold, Uttanasana. You can bend your knees as much as you need to bend your knees. Let your head hang heavy here. Let the top of your head reach down towards the floor. Bend your knees some more if you need to. Almost like your chest and your belly are resting on your thighs. And then look back between your 2 knees. See the wall behind you. Hands can dangle. You might be here dangling. Hands could rest on the floor. I like to wrap my arms around my calves and kind of tuck myself in here. You can shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Think about your spine elongating here as gravity just pulls everything down towards the floor. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees even more, and then slowly, slowly, slowly roll yourself up to your standing pose, mountain pose. So standing here in Tadasana, I'm at the back of my mat, but ideally you would be at the top of your mat. Just try to work this camera angle here. Tadasana, mountain pose. So let's be in our mountain pose for a moment. Mountains are strong, they're durable, they withstand, they survive. Draw on the strength of your mountain pose. Pick up your toes, just give them a nice stretch out, and then set them down, starting with the pinky toe, and then the next toe, and the next toe, until you have them all planted on the floor. Palms can be open, facing away from the body if that's comfortable. Shoulders are down and back. You might close your eyes, or just look down towards the floor. And feel the strength of the mountain pose. When you're ready, inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Bring the hands together through heart center as you fold forward here. Bring your hands to your shins and come up with a flat back. Pause here with a flat back, feeling the crown of the head reaching in one direction and your hips reaching back in another. Again, elongating the spine here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to push down with the legs and reach up with the arms all the way up. And then exhale, return the arms to your side for Tadasana. 2 more times just like that. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Once again, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. And then reach all the way up. Exhale, arms alongside your body. This time, breathe in, both arms straight up overhead, and then sit back into your chair pose. All right, so in your chair, you want the weight into your heels. You want your toes to be light here. Hips are tucked. Arms are extended alongside the body, or excuse me, alongside the head and the ears, or they can come back into your heart center. Either way, this is your chair pose. So good strengthening here for these quads, still stretching into the spine, and we're breathing for 3, 2, 1. This time we're going to stand all the way upright. As you do, think about picking up your left foot and bringing your left knee up with you. So we're in crane pose here. Arms are reaching up high overhead. Foot is flexed. For 3. Working on some balance. 2, 1. We're going to lower the foot, and as you do, lower the hips and sit right back into your chair pose. I'm going to slide this mat back just a tiny little bit. This might help. There. That might be good. Okay. For 3, 2. Inhale as you reach up. This time think about your right foot. Your right foot is going to start to lift up as you come upright. Flexing into the right foot. Your foot doesn't have to be high off the floor. You decide. Crane pose for 3, 2, 1. Lower your foot, lower your hips, sit right back into your chair pose. And we're just going to fold forward here. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, dive it all the way up. Arms alongside your body. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up again. Exhale, sit right back into your chair pose. Same thing again. We're going to start to rise, reaching up, and the left foot is going to come with you. As you lift up, bring that left foot up with you, back into crane. Good. And then this time we're going to step this left foot far back and come into a warrior 1. So big step back with the left foot. Hips are tracking forward towards the top of your mat here. Arms staying raised. Big bend in that front knee. Maybe gazing upward. Palms can face towards each other here as if you were holding on to a beach ball. Warrior 1. And breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Start to reach your arms forward here. Start to lean your body forward. That back foot is going to come all the way up. We're coming right back through crane. I know my head is chopped off in this video. There we go. Crane pose. And then lower the foot, lower the hips, right back to your chair. Here we go. Inhale as you lift. Bring the right foot with you this time. And then big step back with that right foot, setting up for warrior 1 here on this side. Hips tracking forward, big knee, big bend in the front knee, and gazing up. Warrior 1, breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Start to lean your arms forward. Start to lean your body forward, and the back leg is going to come with you right back up to your crane pose here. And then lower your foot, lower your hips, come back into your chair. fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, dive all the way up. Return your arms alongside your body. Let's pause here in Tadasana. Good, similar flow, still adding on just a little bit. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit right back down into your chair. Here we go. Inhale as you start to lift up. Bring the left foot up with you. Keep that foot flexed. Step it all the way back. Warrior one here. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, and this time, bend your elbows. Slight back bend here if that's okay. Shine your heart up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower it down. Cactus arms or goalpost arms or dragon arms. These have all kinds of names. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it down. One more time, just like that. Don't forget about the bend in your front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Reach them up. Reach them forward. This time we're going to start to lean forward, and as you do, bring that back foot in, back through your crane pose here. Take your ankle and cross it over your knee, and you can stay right here in this figure four shape. Or, to enhance it just a little more, you would sit back into your one-legged chair, seated pigeon situation here. Keep this foot, top foot flexed. Keep your arms reaching, or not. You could always bring your arms right down to your heart center if you like. And breathe for 3, 2, wherever you are, breathe in and reach up. Bring that knee up. And then exhale, sit back into your chair pose. And let's get the other side. So inhale as you lift up and bring the right foot with you this time. Step back into your warrior one. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull them down and shine your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it down. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. One more time, reach up. Start to lean forward. Start to bring your back leg up. Woo! Back to your crane, a little wobbly here on this side. And then we're going to cross the ankle over the knee. And you can stay standing here, or you can sit back to this little seated pigeon. You can keep your arms extended here, or you can bring your arms into your heart center. Keep this foot flexed. Ooh, getting into some hips here. And breathe. For 3, 2. With an inhale, we're going to extend the arms up. Come upright. Bring that knee up with you. Exhale, lower it down. Sit back into your chair pose. Last time. And then fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, dive it all the way up. And then bring your arms alongside your body. Tadasana. See how your Tadasana feels now. Feel the strength of this mountain. And then we're going to bring it back down to the floor. So you can really get down there any way you want, but one way to do it is to bring your feet out wide and then lower your hips down into a yogi squat, little malasana. I know this isn't everyone's favorite pose, so I can't see you anyway. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. We'll just pause here for 3, 2, and 1. And if you're in this Malasana squat, just lower all the way down and let your bum come down towards the floor. While we're here, this is also a good time to grab a boat pose for a little core strength, and then we'll start to lay down and bring it all the way down. So sit back as far back as you can without falling backwards, completely backwards, and then bring your toes to the mat. Bring your hands behind your quads, and then just start by lifting one foot and then the other, and you can keep alternating back and forth here. Or you could extend both legs, and you could extend both arms. So your heart is reaching up towards the sky here. Definitely some core being engaged here. And breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Just cross your legs and fold yourself over. Hug it in. Let's take one more while we're here. So setting up for boat pose, Navasana. Sit back. Remember, you can always do one leg at a time. You are still working your core here. You are still building strength. Or if you like, both legs can extend. If you can straighten both legs, that's great too. For 3, 2, and 1. Cross it in, hug it in. All right. And then if you had a strap or a towel or something you were using for a little prop here, go ahead and grab a hold of that. Make sure you can sit on your mat with your legs extended out long. Make sure you can feel your sitting bones pressing down into the mat. Get nice and tall in your spine here. And then here's where your strap can come in handy. If you like, reach up overhead, and as you fold forward, really hinging from the hips here, you can use this strap as a prop, or this towel or blanket or whatever you have around your feet. Keep your elbows bent here. As you inhale, feel your spine get long. As you exhale, feel yourself lower closer to your legs. You can always keep a little bend in your knees here if this is too intense on the backs of your legs. You don't want to lock out those joints or injure those joints. And breathe. With your next inhale, you're going to slowly lift yourself all the way back up. And then bring the sole of the left foot right into the inner thigh of the right leg. And then same thing here. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, use your strap or your towel. Grab onto your foot. Bend your elbows. You're engaging your biceps here. And again, keep a slight little bend in this knee right here. You could even put your little towel or your blanket underneath your knee if that's too intense on the back of your leg here. And breathe. Your inhale lengthens your spine. Your exhale draws you closer. And then with your next inhale, slowly release and come all the way up. And then we'll just switch the legs. So the sole of the right foot coming into the left thigh. Inhale as you elongate here. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale as you slowly lift yourself upright. And then one more here is Baddha Konasana, so bringing the soles of your feet together. And you can decide how close to your body or far from your body your feet need to be. The farther away, the less intense. Inhale as your spine gets nice and long, and then exhale, hinge forward here. And remember, each inhale elongates the spine, and each exhale lowers the body. And breathe. Inhale to lift the spine upright. Close the knees. And then we're going to roll on down to the floor. So you can grab a hold of your knees. Make sure you're situated on your mat. And then roll yourself right on down. Squeeze your knees. Nice squeeze in of your knees here. A little rock back and forth. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the legs out wide towards the edges of the mat. Let both knees fall towards the left. Just let them hang there. Inhale, lift the knees, and exhale, let both knees just fall towards the right. Inhale, return both knees to center. Walk your feet back in so they're in line with your hips, and maybe you can even feel the heels with the tips of your fingers. Take a little bridge pose here. So you'll press into the soles of the feet as you lift the hips up off the mat, rolling up the spine until you're on your shoulders. You might even tuck your shoulders in underneath. You might even reach underneath and grab a hold of your hands, interlacing the fingers. Pushing the hips up towards the sky and breathing here, bending your back. And for 3, 2, and 1. If you had your hands clasped, just undo. Let your shoulders roll out, and then let your spine roll slowly back down to the mat. Bring your knees in for another squeeze and another little rock back and forth. Soles of the feet to the floor. Once again, cross the right leg over the left leg. Scoot your hips over to the right. Let your knees fall towards the left. A little supine twist here. You can bring your arms out to a T and gaze over your right shoulder if that feels okay. And breathe. Inhale, bring it back through center. Uncross, realign yourself on your mat. Bring your knees in for a squeeze. Place your palms on your kneecaps and make big circles with your knees as if you were drawing on the ceiling. And then stop and go in the opposite direction. Plant your feet, cross your left leg over your right, scoot your hips over to the left, knees fall to the right. Arms can come out to a T or cactus arms as you gaze over towards the left. And breathe. Inhale as you come through center, unwind, realign. One last nice squeeze in with your knees. Might want to reach through and have a little happy baby pose here. A little rock back and forth. A little fun, little smile on your face. And then whenever you're ready, just extending the legs out long on the mat and choosing your shape for your final Shavasana. whatever that might be. And remember, your breath is a powerful tool. It truly, truly is. And you always have it with you. You just have to remember. And during this crazy, crazy, craziness, please remember to breathe. Please remember to take care of yourself. And I'll see you again sometime soon. Enjoy.